In the original Manchurian Candidate, the terrifying premise was simple. A single soldier is captured, brainwashed, and programmed to be a sleeper agent, an assassin waiting for a trigger word. But what if the target isn't one person anymore? What if the target is everyone? Today, we don't need secret government labs to create a sleeper agent. We have something far more efficient. Welcome to the era of Mass Manchurian Candidate. The core mechanism of this method doesn't rely on secret code words. It relies on mass media to construct a shared, distorted reality. Cultural critics note that this mimics traditional brainwashing by pounding specific messages into the public consciousness until they simply feel true. It uses triggers like fear and outrage to completely bypass your brain's rational defense systems. This creates a simulacrum, a world where perception entirely replaces facts. Here is the dark genius of the mass method. You don't actually need to program a specific assassin. You just condition the public to act against the target. The strategy is to sustain a negative narrative at such a high frequency that someone within the system snaps. We saw this exact phenomena play out just a day ago. An armed young man breached the secure perimeter of the president's Mar-a-Lago estate carrying a shotgun and a gas canister. How does a quiet kid who wouldn't hurt an ant suddenly attempt a high-profile assassination? His own family was completely blindsided. He wasn't on the radar. He didn't even know how to use a gun properly. So how did we get here? Was he a highly trained foreign sleeper agent? No, he was a local kid. Was he a part of a highly organized domestic militia? No, all investigations show he acted entirely alone. Was he paid off as a part of a massive shadow conspiracy? No, there is no paper trail and no handler. So if it wasn't a coordinated plot and he wasn't naturally violent, what pulled the trigger? The clue is in his pocket. If you look at his phone, you see text messages to coworkers about evil being real and a sudden, all-consuming obsession with dark internet narratives and the Epstein files. He wasn't a trained assassin from a Cold War lab. He was a weak link whose mind was fractured by a digital simulacrum. By exploiting cognitive biases and social pressure, the crowd attacks. Create a perceived threat via the media. Let the panicked public demand action and watch as individuals take the bait. The original Manchurian Candidate fear was rooted in real reports of POWs subjected to psychological warfare. The US government was so spooked they responded with MKUltra, their own attempt at mind control research. But MKUltra was clumsy. Today, algorithmic media and automated disinformation campaigns make mass manipulation effortless. The goal isn't literal hypnosis anymore. It's behavioral conditioning at scale. It's what leads to multiple assassination attempts in a single election cycle and armed breaches at presidential residences. So what is the key difference between the movie and our reality? In the original concept, one man was programmed to pull the trigger. In the mass version, no single assassin is needed. The public is the weapon. The weak link isn't pre-programmed in a lab, whether it's the recent Mar-a-Lago intruder or the shooters from previous years. They are pushed to the brink by sustained, inescapable psychological pressure from the screens in their pockets. We aren't waiting for a sleeper agent to wake up. We just have to look at what we're swiping through right now. If you want to learn how to break out of the simulacrum, hit subscribe and let me know in the comments, what narrative do you think is being pushed right now?